The Minister of Environment responding to concerns over a barge stranded in Abaco waters.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news, an early morning fire has devastated a Bimini community, leaving several families homeless after flames tore through multiple homes. Member of Parliament for Bimini and the Berry Islands, Randy Roll, was on the ground today assessing the damage and meeting with affected residents. We have the latest on the response, what's being done to assist the families. Our Shalia Roll joins us live in studio with the latest. Shalia.
Well, Ramiko, a devastating early morning house fire has left several families in Bimini homeless as flames ripped through a residential area, destroying homes and sending thick black smoke billowing into the sky. Residents stood by watching as a two-story building became completely engulfed in flames. The intense blaze eventually caused the structure to collapse, while nearby residents feared the fire would spread even further. Member of Parliament for Bimini and the Berry Islands, Randy Roll, was on the ground assessing the damage. He says the fire broke out during the early morning hours, leaving approximately 6 families without homes.
Well, we have a community fire shortly after 6, and the thing about it is now all hands are on deck, the entire community, to help and bring some containment to it.
The blaze sent shockwaves throughout the tight-knit community at around 6 a.m., with the residents gathering in the streets as emergency crews battled the flames. Police officials were alerted of the fire on Kings Highway in Bailey Town. Volunteers taking swift action, causing the fire to be contained. But a question that many residents are asking is when Bimini will have its own working fire truck. Now, when asked whether there were any operational fire trucks on the island, Roll explained that outside agencies and private entities stepped in to assist with firefighting efforts, helping to bring the fire under control.
Have all available resources are on the ground, and so although it appears that we may have lost about 6 homes, it appears that we have no injury, and the entire community came together. There is a fire truck that's on the scene now that came from south. There's a pump truck, Resorts World brought their pump truck as well. And so right now, like I said, the key is to be able to contain it.
Naria Roll says she was awakened by the sound of cracking inside her home. When she got up, she discovered a wall outlet on fire. She says she tried to use a fire extinguisher, but it failed to work. Roll and her 7 months pregnant daughter escaped safely, but the home was eventually destroyed by the blaze.
You have your life, but when you struggle most of your life, when you get to a place where you feel comfortable with your life, and for that to just be yanked away from you, just in the blink of an eye. I'm a single parent, and I have a daughter in college. It's just in an instant.
Now, Ramiko, this incident prompting swift action from the government. According to a press release sent out by the Minister of Social Services, Senator Barbara Cartwright, the ministry is performing assessments to determine the ongoing needs for the affected families. Coming to you live in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Shalia. Our thoughts and prayers are definitely with those family members. Now, the Deputy Prime Minister was also on the ground in Bimini assessing the damage. More details at 7 p.m. in the Bahamas Tonight. In other news, the government is ramping up its response as families left homeless by a devastating fire in Bailey Town, Bimini begin the long road to recovery while emergency crews continue battling hotspots and assessing the damage. The Ministry of Social Services has deployed teams to provide immediate assistance to those displaced. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says every available government resource will be mobilized to support the victims. Our Jolanda Thompson-Everest joins us live now with the latest on the government's response. Jolanda.
Romiko, the devastating fire has left several families displaced and sparked a coordinated government response. While emergency personnel continue its efforts to contain the blaze, the Ministry of Social Services is providing counseling, shelter, and other essential assistance. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Philip David says the government is standing committed to the people of Bimini throughout the recovery process. The nation's leader says his heart is with the families affected by the devastating fire in Bailey Town, Bimini, noting that he and his wife Anne are praying for those who have lost their homes or have been displaced. He says he has directed that every available government resource be mobilized to assist those impacted, while Acting Prime Minister Chester Cooper leads a delegation to the island to coordinate relief efforts. The Prime Minister continues, "Upon my return to Nassau this evening, I will receive a full briefing and further updates. We will continue to stand with the people of Bimini and provide every support necessary as recovery begins." In a press release, the Ministry of Social Services says it has activated its disaster response as emergency crews continue working to contain the Bailey Town blaze. Ministry officials have been deployed to assess the needs of displaced families and provide immediate assistance, including temporary shelter, food vouchers, clothing, and counseling. The statement also notes that Social Services Minister Barbara Cartwright will travel to Bimini alongside Acting Prime Minister Chester Cooper to meet with affected residents and support ongoing relief efforts. The statement also reads, "The ministry is coordinating with local authorities and emergency responders to monitor the evolving situation and will continue to provide assistance as additional needs are identified." The Ministry of Social Services remains steadfast in its commitment to supporting vulnerable individuals and families during times of crisis, ensuring that no one faces hardship alone. Now, Romiko, once again, 5 or 6 homes have been destroyed, leaving several families displaced as officials continue to assess the full extent of the damage. Of course, this is a story we will continue to follow. Live from Harold de Gregory Complex, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Back to you.
Thanks, Yolanda. Also from Bimini tonight, police continue their investigation into an industrial accident on board a vessel in Bimini waters involving a 31-year-old Russian national. Preliminary reports indicate that sometime around 4 p.m. on Tuesday, July 7th, 2026, when officers at the Town Police Station were notified that a male had reportedly fallen on board an oil tanker and was en route to the Bimini Community Clinic for medical assistance. The vessel arrived off Bimini around 4:45, where the injured male, accompanied by a relative, was assisted to the clinic for medical treatment. Following an examination, the attending physician determined that the victim had sustained a broken leg, a broken right arm, and possible internal injuries. He was airlifted to New Providence, accompanied by a relative, for further medical care. His current condition is unknown. Police later boarded the vessel located approximately 80 nautical miles offshore. The initial investigation revealed that around 7 a.m. on Tuesday, July 7th, 2026, the victim was working inside the engine room when he reportedly fell approximately 30 feet, sustaining serious injuries. The investigation is ongoing. Meanwhile, police are continuing to appeal to the public for information as the investigation into the fatal shooting of 44-year-old Stafford Ferguson in the Hunters community remains active. According to reports, Ferguson was shot shortly before 9 p.m. on Friday, June 5th, 2026, after he was approached by a lone gunman while walking from a local business establishment toward his vehicle. He sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was transported to hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Investigators believe the gunman fled the scene on foot before entering a waiting vehicle and escaping in an unknown direction. In the days following the shooting, police arrested 2 34-year-old men for questioning in connection with the matter. However, both men were later released pending further investigation after detectives found no evidence at this time to indicate they were directly involved in the killing. Police say the investigation remains ongoing, with officers continuing to follow leads and gather information as they work to identify those responsible.
There's nothing new in relation to the murder of Stafford Ferguson in Hunters here. However, we continue to wait that, and we just continue to appeal to the members of the public. If you do have any information, to pass it on to the police.
The grounding of a cargo barge in shipping channel leading to Marsh Harbor has drawn the attention of environmental officials who are now monitoring the situation as efforts continue to clear the way. Our Sherelle Dames has the details in this report.
A cargo barge grounded in the shipping channel leading into Marsh Harbor, Abaco has raised concerns from residents, mariners, and environmental officials. As efforts are ongoing to free the vessel, the Minister of Environment and Natural Resources, Honorable Zane Lightbourne, says his department is closely monitoring the situation.
We advise that this is a channel going into Marsh Harbor. So far, it has been determined that the barge may be resting on a reef. No damage has been assessed at this time, but of course, a lightering process, we advise, is being taken place, and a proper assessment once the barge is lifted during high tide is expected, that they can move the barge and we can do a proper assessment to see if there's any environmental damage up to this point.
Now officials say once the lightering process, which involves removing part of the vessel's cargo to reduce its weight, is completed, environmental officers will conduct a full assessment to determine whether the reef sustained damages. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
And still to come.
All roads lead to Independence Park this Thursday, July 9th, 2026. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns after this.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison. Celebrate 53 years of Bahamas independence at the Ecumenical Service, Cultural Show, and Inspection of the Gods this Thursday, July 9th at 7:30 p.m. at the Independence Park. Performances by IMC, Avi, Recon Bahamas, Wilfred Solomon, the Bahamas Dance Theater, the Urban Renewal Marching Band, the North Wing Pop Band, and the Deep South Island Boys. Bring the entire family to celebrate our nation and our heritage. Admission is free. See you at the Independence Park.
CompuSec Printing is making room for summer with a massive store-wide sale. Get 30% off in stock items only now through July 31st. Save on shirts, hats, souvenirs, flags, indoor flagpoles, and more. Visit CompuSec Printing, West Atlantic Drive, Freeport. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. Don't miss the 25% off independent sale at Park & Shop this July 7th, 8th, 9th, and 11th, excluding red tag items and underwear. Park & Shop, downtown.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Swag Shop Clothing Shop, located Queens Highway next to Freeport Carpet, offers a variety of clothing and shoes for men, women, and children. Visit the store today for an awesome experience.
Hey, I'm a big deal. I'm a 19-foot Panga boat fishing package, complete with engine, trailer, and accessories. So pull up, hook up, and drop me in the ocean and let's work. Just in time for lobster season.
Fresh oil, fresh fire. Join the School of Prophetic Ministry Hawksville for 2 Holy Ghost-filled nights of crusade, July 13th and 14th, 2026 at 7:30 Night Place. Guest speaker will be Bishop Steve Daniels of Shallow Missionary Baptist Church, Minnesota. Fresh oil, fresh fire crusade, July 13th and 14th at the School of Prophetic Ministry. See you there.
It's Independence time again, and Grand Bahama Tiles is celebrating big savings with their 20% off store-wide sale. With new styles arriving, they have just what you need for your kitchen, living room, and patio. And the first 10 customers get an additional $50 off their tile purchase. Come on in July 8th and July 9th and enjoy big Independence Day savings. Call them at 352-7920.
Your number one team in the North, Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. The countdown is on to the 53rd Ecumenical Services Cultural Show and Inspection of the Guard. All roads will lead to the Independence Park this Thursday, July 9th, 2026. Following the Ecumenical Service and Inspection of the Guard, those in attendance will be entertained by a myriad of Bahamian musicians. The cultural show will feature IMC, Avi, Recon, Wilfred Solomon, Bahamas Dance Theater, Urban Renewal Band, UB North Wing Pop Band, and the Deep South Island Boys. The theme for the event, celebrating our heritage, shaping our tomorrow. Once again, please do not forget to head to the Independence Park to celebrate this Bahamas. It all begins at 7:30 tomorrow night.
We end now with the pre-independence celebration on the Independence Park on July 9th. We begin promptly at about 7:30. Again, we have a host of entertainment and lineup for you. Of course, we begin with our Christian Council, and then we move into our cultural segment with our young people, and then, of course, we end the night again with Abby, but we also do have the UB Pop Band. We do have Deep South Island Boys. We do have the Dance Theater. There's just a host of persons that's lined up and scheduled to entertain you for the 53rd Independence Celebration.
Sounds good. Well, the Grand Bahama Company is once again rallying the community to ensure families in need have a warm Thanksgiving meal. Through its annual Let's Make a Difference campaign, Bahamas Striping Group of Companies is aiming to serve a record 15,000 meals with the support of corporate partners, volunteers, and residents. Sherelle Dames has more in this report.
What started as a simple act of giving has grown into one of Grand Bahama's largest Thanksgiving outreach efforts. Now, in its fourth year, organizers say the campaign is about more than providing a hot meal. It's about reminding people they are not forgotten.
Thanksgiving is a time to give thanks for our blessings, but it's also a time to be a blessing to others. And our Let's Make a Difference campaign embodies just that.
That message has resonated across the island with civic organizations, businesses, schools, and everyday residents all finding ways to contribute. Melissa Sayers, lead for the Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Bimini arm, says the growing support shows just how invested the community has become in helping families during the holiday season.
Yes, we value the great companies that come in, but it is the little person that come in and say, I want to make a donation of a bag of rice or a turkey or a ham. The children that saved their lunch monies and gave from the Falcon Boys Club, and they gave to contribute because of the impact that this program has made in the Grand Bahama community.
Among this year's sponsors is Doctors Hospital. Chief Financial Officer Dennis DeVoe says initiatives like this complements the hospital's ongoing commitment to the community.
One of our clinics actually here in Grand Bahama in 8 Mile Rock, the principal, Dr. Kavala, had a similar program, and he was known over the 30 years of that program's existence on Thanksgiving to have the seniors of that community, and he would bring them out once a year to provide them a plate of food.
Insurance management also joined the effort. Vice President Antoine Seeley says giving back has always been part of the company's culture.
Founder of insurance management, he himself came from humble beginnings, and he saw the wisdom in giving back to the community that served him. Like I said, we as a company have been tremendously blessed, and you're blessed to be a blessing.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
We salute our Facebook friend of the night, Gary Augustine. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Congratulations. And that is a look at stories making news for this segment. Be sure to stay tuned. Shane Stubbs is up next with your check on sports.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
This one. Before us, there was an idea.
That idea
allows us to serve you. Because it's not.
It's not just about the shoes.
It's all about helping our customers.
Look good and feel good.
Let us put shoes on your feet.
It's Independence time again, and Grand Bahamas Tiles is celebrating big savings with their 20% off store-wide sale. With new styles arriving, they have just what you need for your kitchen, living room, and patio. And the first 10 customers get an additional $50 off their tile purchase. Come on in July 8th and July 9th and enjoy big Independence Day savings. Call them at 352-7920.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody does it better. See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Bring the whole family to the parish fair at the parish of the Saints Michael and Nicholas, Friday, July 10th from 12 noon to 10 p.m. at the church grounds in High Rock. Great food, games, live entertainment, prizes, and family fun. Admission just $3. Calling all GBCHS and MSSCA Crusaders. Get ready for the 60th Jubilee Reunion, July 10th through the 12th. Reconnect, celebrate, and relive the legacy. Crusaders never say die. Excellence, honor, and truth. Faith, brotherhood, and pride.
Cabinets play a major role in both the function and appearance of your home. To keep them looking their best, wipe spills as soon as they happen and clean surfaces regularly using a soft cloth and mild soap. Avoid hanging excessive weight on cabinet doors and periodically check hinges and hardware to make sure everything stays secure. With proper care, quality cabinetry can continue looking beautiful and performing well for many years to come. Quality products deserve quality care. Coned, Bahamas.
Fresh oil, fresh fire. Join the School of Prophetic Ministry Hawksville for 2 Holy Ghost-filled nights of crusade, July 13 and 14, 2026 at 7:30 nightly. Guest speaker will be Bishop Steve Daniels of Shallow Missionary Baptist Church, Minnesota. Fresh oil, fresh fire crusade, July 13th and 14th at the School of Prophetic Ministry. See you there.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everybody. I'm Shane Stubbs. The Florida Boxing Hall of Fame added some Bahamian flavor to its Hall of Inductees recently as Sherman the Tank Williams took his rightful place among the class of 2026.
Boxing been good to me. The sport is something that I started right in Freeport, Grand Bahama, right at the YMCA. It had given me the privilege to carry the Bahamian flag all over the world with multiple championships.
The former champion wraps up his 50-fight career with a record of 40 wins, 15 losses, and 2 draws. In the pool, standout swims at the Bahamas Aquatics National Championships earned Sydney Wilson, Jem Roll, Helsinki Mitchell, Takari Cooper, and Kaylin Williams spots on this year's Goodwill swim team after multiple medal-winning performances and some impressive times.
I feel great. Nothing so special. This is only just the beginning. I have more to go. It's my first time winning individual medals, and I feel really great by myself about dropping time and PRing.
I feel very happy in myself for progressing because I didn't start off too good, but now I'm at the top.
But it's been a challenge in practice, but all the hard work paid off for nationals, and I can really see how much time I can drop and how consistent I can be. I feel very happy. I can see that I've gotten much faster, and I'm very and I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next.
Joining the team from Grand Bahama are Blake Camacho, Samaya Roll, and Kyrie Smith. The Goodwill Swim Championships dive in August 14th through the 16th in Trinidad and Tobago. And in the WNBA, Jonquil Jones is headed back to the All-Star stage, this time as a reserve. The Bahamian All-Star also climbed the New York Liberty's all-time blocks list on Tuesday evening against the Dallas Wings. Her 2 blocks gave her 156 for the franchise, and she finished with another double-double, 17 points and 12 rebounds. The Liberty, however, came up short, falling 88-77 to drop to 13-9 on the season. But they'll be back in action on Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. against the Golden State Valkyries. And that's my time, everyone, but your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. Don't lose your joy, even if this heat is trying to steal it.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you can. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Celebrate 53 years of Bahamas independence at the Ecumenical Service, Cultural Show, and Inspection of the Gods this Thursday, July 9th at 7:30 p.m. at the Independence Park. Performances by IMC, Avi, Recon Bahamas, Wilfred Solomon, the Bahamas Dance Theater, the Urban Renewal Marching Band, the North Wing Pop Band, and the Deep South Island Boys. Bring the entire family to celebrate our nation and our heritage. Admission is free. See you at the Independence Park.
It's Independence time again, and Grand Bahama Tiles is celebrating big savings with their 20% off store-wide sale. With new styles arriving, they have just what you need for your kitchen, living room, and patio. And the first 10 customers get an additional $50 off their tile purchase. Come on in July 8th and July 9th and enjoy big Independence Day savings. Call them at 352-7920.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody does it better.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
Come celebrate at the Family Fun Day, July 10th at Clifford Park. It's a great afternoon of food, fun, culture, entertainment, national pride. Gates open at 4 p.m., concert time 6 p.m. 5th Independence Family Fun Day at Clifford Park. Bring the whole family. Admissions free. Happy Independence, Bahamas.
I'm proud to be a Bahamian. Oh, I'm proud to be a Bahamian.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the acting prime minister among those on the ground in Bimini after an early morning fire leaves families scrambling to start from scratch. Plus, the young man accused of killing a hotel union exec last month faces a magistrate. And buckle up, officials kick off a new road safety campaign as life safety reminders. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Everything up in flames. The story of several Bimini families after an early morning fire swept through 4 homes in the tiny family island, leaving a community emotionally torn. Our Cleopatra Murphy, who was on the ground earlier today, starts us off tonight.
At least 8 people are displaced and 4 properties destroyed following an early morning fire in Baileytown, Bimini that started with an air conditioning unit. In the end, Nuria Roll says she and her 7 months pregnant daughter made it out with just the clothes on their backs, while the home she built out of pocket was left a charred shell. Well after 1 p.m., small flames continued to burn, while first responders and members of the community continued to work in the scorching heat to douse smoldering embers. Roll is grateful for the collective community effort and grateful to be alive, but also mournful.
I heard something crackling and I woke up and it was right to my daughter's bed. It was the plug from the air condition, and I woke her up and I woke up and I went and I turned the brake off immediately, and I grabbed the fire extinguisher, but the pin would not pull. The pin would not pull, and I know I couldn't put water on it. So we tried to smother it, and then it just keep getting worse.
The island's Member of Parliament, the Honourable Randy Roll, worked along with community members toting buckets of water to help out the flames, along with a fire truck from the airport and a pump truck sent to assist from Resorts World Bimini. The fire, the second in days after a restaurant went up in flames Monday, sheds renewed light on the call for fire trucks on family islands.
In a small island like Bimini, people say fire trucks. That may not necessarily be the best solution. We were able to get assistance from the fire truck over at South Bimini that eventually came, and we were able to help and out the fire. But maybe pumps are needed. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow an assessment to happen, and based on the assessments, we'll know what the island needs.
Acting Prime Minister, the Honourable Chester Cooper, was among a delegation that traveled to Bimini to conduct an assessment and, as he put it, let residents know that government supports them. He says the situation could have been much more dire.
We're here today at the clinic as well because we had a few of the firefighters impacted. We had 1 person airlifted, but we have ASP Sayers, who is a trained firefighter. He is here today with minor injuries, and we wanted to come and thank him and the other members of the team, along with Officer McPhee, who is leading the charge as the officer in charge of Bimini.
Minister of Social Services, the Honourable Barbara Cartwright, adds that her ministry was able to provide immediate relief for those residents impacted.
We are ensuring that they have a safe place to sleep tonight, and moving forward as much as a month or 2 until the government decides how they will help them. So we'll be with them throughout the period of their discomfort. So they have asked us for certain things additional, and we intend to provide those things by tomorrow for them. So we're going to make sure they're okay.
Following their assessments, officials say as much as 32 people have been displaced. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Well, later this morning, the Prime Minister, who at the time was on his way back from attending CARICOM in St. Lucia, posted on his X account that his heart is with all those in Bimini affected by today's fire, and that he and his wife are praying for every resident who lost a home or has been displaced. The Prime Minister is to receive a full briefing and a further update upon his return to the capital. He promises, though, that his government will continue to stand with the people of Bimini and provide every support necessary. Opposition leader Michael Pintard also taking to social media in the wake of Bimini's early morning fire, sharing that he can only imagine what families are feeling, seeing what took years to build disappear in just hours. Pintard went on to thank first responders and all residents who fought the flames. On another news tonight, detectives closing the book on another homicide here in the capital as formal charges were today brought against the young man accused of the crime. Here's Lloyd Allen with the story.
From the courts, 25-year-old Anton Roll faced 3 charges in reference to the June 17 death of 63-year-old Perry Cox. Back on that day, around 2 a.m., police discovered Cox's lifeless body in his Lee Street, Nassau Village apartment with a number of stab injuries as well as burns. Now, those charges include 1 count of murder, arson of a dwelling, and a 3rd, stealing. It is alleged that Roll on June 17th, by means of unlawful harm, did intentionally and unlawfully cause the death of 63-year-old Cox, who was discovered lifeless in his apartment. The case was heard by Magistrate Ansela Evans. Inspector Dion Barr represented the Crown. No plea was required as the case has been advanced by way of a voluntary bill of indictment. The accused has been remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections, where the case returns back to court on October 22nd. Now, prior to his killing, the victim served as an executive of the Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union. Reporting from the Nassau Street Court Complex, for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Meantime, a 22-year-old man's time in custody takes a left turn following an attempt to take his own life. Officers were reportedly conducting a routine inspection of a cell block when they discovered the suspect with his shirt wrapped around his neck, apparently to harm himself. We understand officers immediately intervened and requested emergency medical services. However, before being taken to hospital, he was reportedly assessed at the station. Police also confirming illegal drugs along the shoreline in western New Providence after 4 Tuesday afternoon. The package contained suspected hydroponic marijuana weighing in at 10 pounds. That's an estimated street value of $20,000. No one was arrested in connection with the find. Coming up, an innovation festival staged for teachers across the country. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Welcome back to another episode of The Movement. For generations, Potter's Key Dock has powered livelihoods without ever being powered itself. This historic marine hub has operated through ingenuity, resilience, and makeshift solutions. But today, it stands on the threshold of transformation. Well, the groundwork has officially started to electrify the Potter's Key Dock for the very first time in our nation's history. And the Ministry of Energy is calling the project a major step in modernization and sustainability. The Ministry of Energy is now laying the groundwork to electrify the dock for the very first time. And leading the charge is Energy Minister JoBeth Colby Davis, who toured the site, meeting with vendors whose daily lives stand to benefit from this long-awaited upgrade.
I think all the vendors are grateful for it because we use sometimes 4 or 5 generators a year. And we say thank you to the minister.
So today, this project means access to reliable and sustainable power to continue to grow their businesses.
The electrification project is being led by the Ministry of Energy, working alongside Bahamas Power and Light, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, and the Ministry of Works. This new system will introduce lowering operational costs and environmental impact over time.
Each individual stall will have their own dedicated meter. We are also installing spare infrastructure for the next 20, 30, even 40 years.
The Ministry of Energy is so proud to be at the forefront of this national
and historic initiative, and we invite everyone to celebrate the electrification of Potter's Key Dock.
Now, vendors say that more reliable electricity changes everything. But of course, the Ministry of Energy says that this project is just a part of a more elaborate plan to make the Bahamas into a more energy-efficient place.
And you're looking at a shot there along West Bay Street, Long Wharf and Arawak Key on the right, the historic Clifford Park on the left, the site of tomorrow night's Independence celebrations. Welcome back. In other news tonight, the Bahamas is looking to strengthen its place on the global stage, and in doing so, turn a new chapter in regional cooperation, one that could unlock fresh opportunities across Latin America. Amaya Moss tells us more.
The Bahamas is looking to tap even further into an emerging market. The good news is officials have already begun the groundwork. In fact, Tourism Minister, the Honorable Glenys Anna Martin, says she and her team are in the infancy stage of exploring transportation links that would connect the Bahamas with Latin American countries like Brazil, Mexico, Chile, and Peru. And this as Latin America's travel and tourism sector is projected to grow by 4.1% by the end of this year, outpacing the global average and positioning the region as one of the world's fastest growing visitor economies.
It's something that the Bahamas has to, and I don't think anyone in the region has yet positioned themselves in a solid way in respect to those markets. So they may be in the preliminary investigation as we are. But we think it's important because it's a new and emerging market, and something we believe, while there is a language difference, there is some shared space in terms of historical evolution. So we think that the Bahamas is a very in a very strong position.
The minister holds firm that the future of tourism depends not only on attracting visitors, but continuously enhancing the product they come to experience.
I'm speaking with the Minister of Culture on the straw market, which was once called the world-famous straw market. Somehow that part has dropped off the description of it, so we have to ensure that's reestablished. And we are looking at the public spaces where our vendors operate, which includes Junkanoo Beach, the wharf, the beaches, to ensure that, by the cruise port, to ensure that, that those who participate feel that the arrangement is equitable, and that we professionalize how people are, how we seek out clientele, and how we accommodate clientele once we've gotten the business.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, there's a renewed push to make the country's roads safer. The Ministry of Transport has launched a new safety campaign urging motorists and all road users to make safer choices behind the wheel. Aldia Cooper reports.
Every trip begins with a choice, and the Ministry of Transport wants that choice to be a safe one. That's the message behind its new road safety campaign, One Life Too Many, an initiative aimed at reducing road traffic deaths and encouraging motorists to adopt safer driving habits.
Through the National Committee, we will work with our colleagues across government departments to pursue practical solutions. Drivers have responsibilities, and so does the state. We accept ours. No Bahamian should ever feel that driving under the influence is their only way home. We will engage taxi operators and transportation stakeholders to expand safe, reliable alternatives during evenings, weekends, holidays, and also major events. Responsible alternative save lives. We will partner with Corporate Bahamas on sustained campaigns against speeding, drinking and driving, and phone use behind the wheel, because we understand that businesses can reach audiences that government cannot. I know some will ask about stronger penalties, speed cameras, and changes to our laws. Everything is on the table. We are studying what has worked in other jurisdictions and consulting with stakeholders. And any measure we bring forward must be practical, enforceable, and focused on saving lives.
This initiative follows a tragic car accident on Shirley and Church Streets that claimed the lives of 5 youngsters and injured 3. As the holiday weekend approaches, Minister of Transport, the Honorable Leon Lundy, says road safety is everyone's responsibility.
We have re-engaged the National Road Safety Committee, and it begins meeting this very month, bringing together the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of Works, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Road Traffic Department, health services, educators, local government, and civil society. A dangerous intersection, an impaired driver, and a curve in the road, and unsafe driving speed. Concerns like these will no longer sit in separate silos. They will be identified and acted upon through one coordinated national effort.
Officials say the campaign will continue throughout the year with public education initiatives, community outreach, and partnerships designed to keep road safety at the forefront of the national conversation. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
The Ministry of Education, Science and Technologies today hosted a Bahamas EdTech and Innovation Festival for teachers across the country. The 2-day hands-on professional learning initiative gives education stakeholders an opportunity to explore artificial intelligence, robotics, coding, digital media, and creative teaching strategies that can actually put to practice in the classroom. Education Minister and Acting Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, says the initiative will help educators better prepare students for the local and global arena.
Entire careers are emerging today that did not exist even a few years ago. And some careers that were staples a few years ago are being threatened today by advancements in technology. And this is why we must continue to innovate. The students in our classrooms today will graduate into a world that looks remarkably different from the one many of us graduated from. Our responsibility, therefore, is not simply to prepare them for examinations, it is to prepare them for life. It is to prepare them for the jobs of tomorrow and the industries of the future.
Senior Education Officer Samantha Wilson says the goal this year is to make it more hands-on and fun for participants.
We call it a festival because that's exactly what it is. We will be celebrating innovation and technology in the classroom. So whilst teachers will go to various sessions to learn how to use various tech tools in their classroom, they're going to have fun learning it. And so through the session, we have festival sessions like our Canva room, where we learn everything Canva in terms of content development, our AI prompt palace, because we're going to go through different AI tools and how teachers can use them to increase engagement in their classroom. We have a teacher tools shared, where we'll be sharing lots of quick and easy tools that teachers can use. We have a VR and AR room. We have a green screen room, where they will create green screen videos.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
The Freeport, Exuma to Inagua, Elutra, and drugs. Everywhere we go, we're Bahamians and we proud. Say it clear, say it loud. All in love, wishing love to the Bahamas right now. Gold, black, aquamarine, best island you ever seen. Wave your flag, live your dream. Happy 53. Island Luck, say.
Happy 53rd Independence Bahamas from Island Luck. Island Luck Sportsbook is giving you the chance to win big, and we mean fully loaded big. Place your bets. Every wager puts you in the running. The grand prize, a brand new 2026 Jet Tour T2 SUV, plus a 75-inch smart TV. Starlink with a full year of internet and bi-weekly prize drawings from now until August 31st. Island Luck Sportsbook, where every game is a chance to change your life.
Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
50 years of nation building, see the legacy we trust. Oh, the water is our lifeline, and the future flows through us. From the pine barrens to the ocean, in the sun and in the dust, we are building for tomorrow, and the future flows through us. Yeah, yeah. Yes, the future flows through us.
The Water and Sewage Corporation, celebrating 50 years of nation building.
Tasha,
What you saying?
Girl, right here, rushing to cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance.
Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online.
Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Bahamas, come celebrate at the Family Fun Day, July 10th at Clifford Park. It's a great afternoon of food, fun, culture, entertainment, national pride. Gates open at 4 p.m., concert time 6 p.m. 5th Independence Family Fun Day at Clifford Park. Bring the whole family. Admissions free. Happy Independence, Bahamas.
I'm proud to be a Bahamian. Oh, I'm proud to be a Bahamian. Marco's Pizza, Marco's Pizza, something never tasted so good.
Marco's Summer Party is bringing the fun. Choose 2 large one-topping pizzas with a 2-liter soda for just $34.95. Or grab a big square deal, 1 medium, 1-topping pizzas with boneless wings for just $39.95. Enter to win weekly Baja Bay water passes and your very own Marco's Summer Party pack all summer long. Marco's Pizza, summer never tasted so good.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Sound checks and dress rehearsals down at Clifford Park tonight, the backdrop for tomorrow night's big independent show. Our Gorval Pyfram is on the ground and he gives us a preview of just what to expect. Gorval?
I have the privilege tomorrow night of joining you and Ianthea as a part of ZNS's live coverage of our independence celebrations here on television. And, you know, we were talking during rehearsals today about our favorite moments of this annual event. And you and Ianthea both talked about the dancing, the skits, and the performances and all of that. But tomorrow night, I'm being told, and I have it by great authority, that we are going to see something a bit different. The 53rd celebration of independence, the theme tomorrow is going to be, of course, celebrating our heritage, shaping our tomorrow. The producer of tomorrow night's event, Fred Ferguson, we managed to steal him away for a few minutes to talk to us. There are some surprises tomorrow night.
Well, as the theme says, celebrating our heritage, that means building on what we have already. Shaping our tomorrow means giving it to the next generation. As if they can hear in the background, the opening act for the evening is the Anatole Rogers High School Band. So the whole premise of this whole celebration is passing it on to the next generation. So people coming out will still be able to wave their pom-poms because there will be some music, but it'll all be done featuring the young artists and the young actors and so forth going forward into the next generation.
One of the things I think Ianthea McCushla and I both hope will remain the same. Fireworks to end the show?
Fireworks to end the show. Well, you know, that's not as important as the local artists, of course.
And it all gets started. Our live broadcast starts, of course, with the newscast with McCushla starting at 7 p.m. And then we go live to air at 7:30 for the 53rd Independence celebrations. Mr. Ferguson, good luck to you. We thank you for your time.
Come on down. It's going to be a grand evening, a fun event. Make sure you're here early. It's going to be hot, of course, but drink your water, get hydrated, and come to have a great time with the young generation and the future artists and generation for entertainment for the next 100 years.
And no raining on the parade.
There'll be no rain this time. Last time we said that and the rain came, but we mean it this time.
All right. Well, all the best to you. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow night. Back to you, McCushla.
Oh, thanks, Gorval. Our expectations are real high now that we've heard from you. Royston and Marlena joins us live, though, for a sneak peek of what's on the other side of the news in Access Now.
Good night, Booker. I'll tell you, Corval's having way too much fun. I kind of want to switch places with him.
Right.
Get out there, see those fireworks when they come up. But I'll leave that for now. The Abaco Festival is coming up. It's going to be a weekend full of celebrations. The countdown is officially on. And also, we have a special guest tonight. Think colloquialism, I is a Bahamian. And I get to say plenty of those tonight.
And guess what? It's not just that guest segment. It's almost like there's a guest segment within the guest segment. We've got a guest host coming in to help us with that. You'll never guess who it is, but I promise you've seen them on the show before.
There you go.
Stay tuned to find out.
We're certainly looking forward to that. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, continues after this.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
When the craving hits, there's only one thing everybody agrees on. Hot, crispy, Wendy's chicken tenders. Made to satisfy every bite. Whether it's served as a slider or wrap, it's always perfectly seasoned, perfectly crunchy, and always cooked fresh. From lunch with friends to family moments worth sharing. For chicken tenders you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Clear windows do more than improve your view. They also help maximize the natural light entering your home. For regular maintenance, use a soft microfiber cloth and a gentle glass cleaner. Don't forget to wipe down the frames and tracks as well, since dust and debris can build up over time. If your windows slide or open, keeping the tracks clean can also help them to operate more smoothly. Quality products deserve quality care. Corner Bahamas.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.